All right, the majority of you wanted to see best of one Esper Legends, and I'm here to bring that. So here we go. Let's jump right into it. It's right here. Best of one Legends, and this is the deck. So, changes from the best of three list. One is we cut every single other 3-drop and we added Brutal Cathar. In theory, this is going to help you against soldiers, mono white, mono red, mono black, um, pretty much, well, I mean, literally every creature. So every creature matchup, I think Cathar is good. Not only because it acts as removal and is also a creature, but also because it's a bait for removal. And now that we have the Might, it's a little bit less vulnerable to removal. So you have that natural evasiveness in the deck where, you can protect this a lot easier than before. And also, even if it does eat a removal spell, you still have follow-ups like Shieldred and Owl that also demand an answer. And those cards getting to live because of Cathar dying is a totally good trade, because usually their creature that they're getting back is going to be weaker than your Shieldred or your Owl. So that's the theory, at least. Other than that, I did end up adding another Denic. This card is just too good, I think, in Best of One, because it allows you to have like that card advantage built in, where you can bring it out the graveyard as a flyer, and flyers are really good. The 2/3 lifelink allows you to combat creature matchups a lot easier. Really good against burn, obviously. And it's just a fantastic spell to put into the graveyard from a connive, where you draw and you discard, and then it goes in the graveyard. Also, we have a Guardian, which is kind of a nod to like control-ish decks. I'm not sure this is better than Underdog, but it's going to depend on if people are running more exile in control decks or if they're running more removal. I'm not sure of that yet. This is just a theory. I do think this card is pretty good though, because it will allow you to attack up into other creatures by enlisting, and that can be very useful in specific situations where you're kind of locked on the board and you need to still hit through, right? You still want to go through, and getting the scry on top of that is fantastic. And also, it protects itself by having the activated ability where you discard a card and it gains indestructible until end of turn, and it taps itself. So there's that. The Harbin's still there because, I don't know, 3/2 flying, I can't really, like, there's no argument against it. Like, 3/2 flying is just busted stats, and it is what it is. Like, this deck is all about creatures doing, most of the creatures do something else, but 3/2 flyer for 2 protected by Might and followed up by Raffine is such a huge upside in terms of damage and racing potential. It's so fast that it's 100% worth playing, in my opinion. It's kind of equivalent to curving out Skrelv into Thalia in certain cases, just because Thalia might disrupt your opponent, but if you have the Might already to do that, it's a little bit redundant, so they still have to destroy the Might and then the Harbin anyways. Meanwhile, you're hitting them for like 4 on turn 3, then another 4 potentially, or more with Raffine. Like, the damage scaling is super fast, and with Shieldred to back that up, and Urtai as well to cover the counter spell in the deck, you can really pressure them extremely quickly, and the evasiveness really matters for the final points of damage. So it's really, I think Harbin is pretty important. But honestly, every card in this deck is kind of replaceable that is like not a 4 of. So Harbin is kind of replaceable. Guardian, no, not Urtai, but Go for the Throat. These 3 you can replace if you want. I don't recommend it. Like, obviously they're here for a reason. This I'm not sure about. The rest, the Go for the Throat and the Harbin, I think I would not recommend touching. But if you really don't like Harbin for some reason, just go for it. It's not gonna make the deck that much worse. I just think it's like so powerful in this deck to have a 3/2 flyer for 2. Obviously, Urtai is probably the MVP. Um, in like every matchup, really. It's just insane to have a 3/2 that also can remove and also can counter a spell. Sure, you give your opponent a card, but this deck is not about card advantage. This deck is about tempo. This deck is about pushing your opponent into a corner and not letting them come, like not letting them get out of that corner. Like, you keep pushing them to the limit with the Skrelv, the Urtai, and the Plaza. All protection slash disruption from your opponent's potential removal or sweepers. Like, this is your only answer to a sweeper, by the way. So this is why it's so important, is that there are control decks running around, and this is a key card against that. You have no other options, since you're lowering the overall power level of your deck to answer creatures with a Cathar instead of a Gix, which would give you card advantage. And now you really, really have to rely on Urtai countering their sweeper, otherwise you're kind of screwed. Or you have to go like so fast that, well, actually no, you still want to go super fast, backed up by Urtai. That's the entire game plan. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I don't have much to say about it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the matches. Alright, so this is probably okay. Not the best hand ever, but pretty decent odds of finding what I need here, as in like a 2-drop or a 3-drop to fill in the curve. From Might or something. Ooh, mono black is not the best matchup. Especially not on the draw with no Skrelv. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I guess I have to 1-for-1. I mean, that's not the worst, I guess. Huh. Yeah, this might not go too well. Especially if they have the curve. Let's see how strong their curve is. If they have the nuts, I'm probably just gonna lose. That's okay. Interesting. Actually, that's kind of insane, but because of invoke follow-up, but we'll see. Not too much I can do about that. I might have to lower the line count, actually. Because when best of one we have hand smoothing. Yeah, I should lower the land count. Doesn't really make sense as is, I think. And I'll let them have that because they're playing this thing. So it is a go wide strategy. That does make sense. I'll take the trade here if they want. But yeah, I don't think they want to take the trade. Very interesting list. Not traditional at all. I wonder if it's good. I feel like it could be. I can kind of see it. Potentially being good. Don't know. I mean, they take shit ton of damage here. Go back up. Wait, this drains? Oh, it does drain. Okay. So they have to kill this and this? Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. That's why I didn't block. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. And there you have it. Okay, very weird mono black list. I feel like if they were just playing the normal-ish version where you just play like, you know, good 3-drops like Trespasser and Flesh Gorger, and then you just follow that up with a ton of removal spells, I feel like that deck might have a decent position in the meta right now. Alright, I do want to see how this deck does on the plate. Wow, okay, no white. This would be the best hand possible, but... ah, man, I'm pretty much mulligan to the exact same situation from last game. And I'm on the draw again. Okay, at least I drew a 2-drop. Mono white is not an extremely difficult matchup. It really depends. Like, it can be, but it depends on early Jin and play draw, and right now we are on the draw, so... It's not looking too good, huh? It ain't looking that good for us. But we'll see. See what I can do. I didn't have the strongest start, and there's the Jin. I don't know why they would block here, but I guess they're not afraid of Agandro. Yeah, this matchup is just a coin flip, unfortunately. There's not much I can do about it. Well, they didn't have a counter over a bounce spell? That's really interesting. They found the bounce spell. That means they have the counter, I guess. Second Jin, that's pretty unfortunate. The reason I'm attacking first is because I really want to get down something more impactful, or I need a land. I need like a brutal Cathar or something to bait out. But yeah, it's not working. I'm not fine. Like, I don't feel like this shield is going to win me the game, but maybe the extra 2 life does matter. I'm not sure. But like, it would have to resolve first. I don't know. It's a very weird spot. I'll just attack with children, I think. Keep this on blocks just in case. So they're willing to lose their terror? Okay. That means I probably don't slam the owl and I just play a flying blocker. And then a might. I guess that would have been fine if I just slammed the shield red twice pre-combat, but that's very unexpected. That's a very unexpected situation for mono blue to have no second bounce and no counterspell. So I was really trying to... That's the problem against mono blue, is sometimes you lock yourself into playing around cards that are not there. Like the fear of mono blue just kind of settled in there. I was really looking for interaction, so like Urtai on their turn, go for the throat or the Cathars that would at least force something from my opponent. I guess I can die here, so I might as well just double block. You can only take care of one of these. Sure. I mean, I think they're dead here if they don't interact. Yeah, I think they're dead. Pay the tax as well. Alright, well, that was just kind of lucky, I guess, because they wanted to play with double Jin, and they just could not find interaction or card draw. So that was very fortunate. That matchup is very coin flippy, so if you're on the play with a 2-drop, usually you win. If they're on the play with Jin, you usually lose. But this was one of those games where I just so happened to win, I guess. Even with the like, even me playing suboptimally, I managed to win that, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, they really get screwed there. Like, I did not really understand why they were like bouncing on their turn, stuff like, I don't know. There was like a lot of plays there that made me think they had a counter again after that fact or something. I don't know. Just like thinking too hard about things. This hand's good. I mean, any hand with Thalia is a good hand, I think, in my book. Cathar, we'll see how this performs. I'm not sure yet. This is a theory that I'm going to be facing more creature-based matchups, and then this is going to be a good card. Because they can't really afford to remove everything. So if they remove this, that means this lives, and I just care about temporarily stalling creatures in this deck. I don't really care about actually destroying them. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, this looks like my... or somewhat like my list. See how close it is in a few turns, I guess. Taking this, they kill it. It returns a 5/4. Taking this neutralizes their mana. I guess I just go for this then. And just kill that, probably. I think taking their mana away is more important. Sure. Let's probably go in Vigilance. I can go for a night flip. Not worth going for a day-night flip here. Attacking with this gives them back the same creature. I wonder if that's actually... Oh. To go for the flip, I would need a 1-drop. Looks like they don't have interaction, but I can't be 100% sure about that. And playing this doesn't really make sense. I kind of have to deal with that. So I guess I go for the night flip, upkeep. Or I guess it doesn't have to be upkeep. We'll see. Vacation. That's good. It's -1 removal spell. Ithar. Okay. Okay. Sure. They keeping the 4/4? Don't really care too much about that. Maybe yeah, I should have killed that in response, whatever. It would have been a 3/3. Not playing very well today, whatever. Is what it is. Could have attacked with the Urtai. I mean, if they trade for both, I think that's okay, right? Like, if they want to trade Shieldred, they need to get rid of both. Takenuma is... Well, Takenuma puts this out of range. I think it's probably... Yeah, I can just get it back with the Takenuma in the first place. That was a good draw. I feel like I'm still in a good spot despite my terrible play. Sure. I mean, only 3 legendaries supposed to cost 1, so it actually doesn't matter. Unfortunately, it's exiled. I still have a 5/4. Okay. Still not the best situation ever. Oh man. If only I played a little better, would have been a pretty good spot, but... Yeah, not much you can do about misplays. It is what it is. Stack the first striker. How do I do this? Probably stack the first striker. Okay, sure. Hold up indestructible was counter. Should still win. Yeah. I mean, I did miss 3 damage, so technically they would be dead, but... That's alright, I guess. They can't really do much with that.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
Do this on my turn. Alright, well... I mean, this deck is really proving itself, right? Like, even without the pilot being on top of it, of his game, it's still, like... It's still just working. Like, I'm really not focused right now, and it's still powering through. The Cathar was quite good, I think. Forcing removal out. Sure. Pain land, but lifelink. Mama Black. Quite annoying. No, it's this deck. Why is this deck running around on ladder everywhere? A little bit interesting. Something I don't quite understand yet. But I guess we'll find out soon. If I lose to this. Oh, that's quite good, yeah. That's quite good. Wow, what a weird deck. I don't really understand it still, but... That's a weird one, huh? Definitely a weird one. They have another source of -1/-1, so they have another copy of that? Wow. Unexpected. What is going on? What is happening? What am I playing against? Honestly, I don't even mind losing to this. I actually don't even mind. This is wild. Like, whatever, man. You built something cool. Kind of deserve to win for that. What the heck is this? Never thought I would ever see this thing play. Wow. They have every copy of it too. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Not sure how I feel about it so far. Yeah, honestly, if they want to kill this, they can kill it. I don't really care. I want the land in play. So it's actually pretty important for the owl top deck, which is probably my biggest draw. My best draw. I'd probably just bounce this off, right? I'd probably just bounce that off. What the hell am I playing against? What in the heavens is this? I mean, I need a big draw. Like, they're playing a bunch of small things. So I'm not, like, that far off from being stable. I just need, like, an actual draw that isn't bad. A little bit too many lands. And it didn't draw that many spells all in all. Compared to them. They're on 3 mana, just ripping gas every turn. But again, I don't really mind losing to this. It's fine. It is what it is. I'm not gonna. I want the thing, right? Let's see. Return costs 4 less. I don't really care. Do I want the? Oh wait. Oh, one or more creature cards. Okay, so actually it does count. Counts to theirs as well. Yep. All right, Denik. It's time for you to draw me something useful. Then we can talk. That's pretty good. Shieldred. Owl. Land. Ah. A little bit unfortunate. But let's give them, I mean, yeah, whatever. They get the win. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know what I can draw from this position to win. I'm a little bit too far behind, I think. Have to be something that gives me lifelink, but alright. Well, I mean their deck is not very good, but I don't know, I'm okay with losing to that, honestly. Like just for the respect of the brew. But I don't think that deck is very good. Like even with my underwhelming hand, they were kind of close to losing. Like I just need one more good top deck that was a creature. Like an Owl, an Urtai would have been good. Shield Red, obviously, a Raffine would have been good, cycling through my lands. Another Denic would have been fine. What is what it is. Can't win them all. I'd rather lose to that than to lose to mono white, I guess. Sure. Sure. Any hand with a might on one, I think, is a good hand. I think I might consider playing. Yeah, I might have to consider playing something that draws more cards, maybe? It's Fluid Control. I don't think it is, but it's probably Soldiers, which is fine. Soldiers is a good matchup with the Qatar. That's one of the main reasons it's here for Mono Red and Qatar. Mono Red and Soldiers. Okay, this is not. Okay, this is not it. This is the wrong matchup for Qatar. And I didn't attack because I thought it was Soldiers. Actually, maybe the island gives it away. I don't know. It was still like, if I attack into the 2/1/1s, I kind of lose, right? I'm not sure I can afford to do that. It's a good draw. Hmm. Do I just slam this or what? Attack with bolt slam. Probably. Then rebuy. Could also slam this. If I slam this, actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. Still another creature, and if they sweep, I don't really lose much. Definitely don't want to just pass. That's for sure. This is a no. This is not a good matchup. So we'll see. Definitely not a good matchup. Maybe blue white has some really good matchups in best of one. Actually, I can kind of see that. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. I think it's time to just pass every turn. I mean, I do have a brute, which ended up being quite useful. Yeah, I can't really let that resolve because it's too early. I'm not even close to winning, so that's unfortunate. Terrible matchup. I didn't know blue white was running around in best of one. I did not know blue white was running around. This is a different meta than I expected. With the mono blacks, the weird mono. That's two weird mono black decks, and mind splice in best of one. Interesting. I do think it's way better in best of one than in best of three. So there's that. I guess at this point I don't really care. I just have to attack. Can't waste any damage. I wish this was in the graveyard. I could grab it. Very nice. Okay. We're in the game. We are in the game thanks to our opponent. I'm so happy I attacked with the might. I am so happy I attacked with the might. I can't believe they would take that bait instead of like, I don't know, dealing with something else. I don't think that any reason to... Well, I guess theoretically it is the best thing to take, right? So I can kind of understand that from their perspective. That it reduces damage and also does not give me anything, or they don't take ward damage. Like there's a lot going on there. And it could still get countered here, but they said still draw a card. Yeah, syncopate. That makes sense. It's pretty much the same list that I know of. Not anything too surprising about that. Okay, if this sticks, we're in good shape. I might as well draw now. No reason to do much else, and that's not playable. Okay, if this sticks, I can protect it with Urtai. I probably win. But I think this is White Sun's Twilight, probably. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, next sweeper. I mean, they gotta run out of sweepers soon, and then they can stick... I just have to stick a shield run, and I probably just win. See what happens. How many sweepers are they gonna pull out here? More than I'd want, probably. I had to guess. Nope. Okay. We are in business. We are in business. Unbelievable. I can't believe I made this comeback, because this matchup is very, very bad. Very, very bad. But it was mostly on them deciding to interact with my Urtai in that way. That set them very far behind. I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna channel that. I'll let them... I want to keep as much mana up as possible to play on Syncopate. Can't really afford to not do that. Perfect, I get a Plaza as well, so this should be guarantee. 8 mana, counter, and Plaza. And there you have it. Oh my goodness, that is not a good matchup. That is not a good matchup. The only thing I have going for me is the Urtai, and thankfully I drew, well, 2, and I also found my Takanuma to find a repeat Urtai. Oh man, that was a rough one. All right, on the draw again. We have a very early game focused hand, so that's usually a good sign. Don't tell me this is another pile. Oh no, the Might on turn 2 is probably one of the worst things you can draw. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared this is like a mid-range controlling pile, but I mean, it's kind of looking like that. It's kind of looking like that. With the white in there for might, maybe? So, I mean, what we need, first of all, is a land. And once we find that, we might have something substantial to do here. Okay, let me think about... I think I play this because I'm going to need to race, and I need a flyer in play earlier rather than later. And I guess this can come down later as a lifelinker. Definitely an invoke pile. Sure. I'm happy that doesn't hit Denick or Children. Oh wow, that's really interesting. Okay. Ooh, that is not good. That is not good. That's not good at all. I need a land. 26 lands. And I really need my 26th here. I need my fourth land. Please. It has to be black, I guess. That's a problem. Yeah, if I drew a Might on turn 1, this would have been a slightly different game. Okay. That is better than not drawing it, than just drawing random card that's not a land. So land would have been better, but this is like second best maybe. Yeah, attacking with Bolt makes sense because I'm gonna gain some life. Found the black source. Probably value the owl over the shield red here, although... No, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, going up on life here is pretty huge, especially on Denick, and I have a Might up. The Might's still doing its job. Still gonna be doing its job. And then shield red will hopefully get me completely out of range. So the win is still in sight. We're not completely out of it yet. There's the owl. I'd rather play the owl in this position than the shield red. But let's go to attacks. I don't really want to lose the Denix from blocking, so I'm just gonna... Like, I want to use this Denick for my own blocks. Instead of attacking and just trading for Glutton. Or maybe forcing a trade on a token as well, which is not that good. But the owl is going to be pretty good. Hopefully good enough. This looks like Wandering Emperor, yep. That's okay. Still have a lot of good blockers, including Denick. +1 on a token, sure. That means Sweeper's coming down? That's a little bit interesting. Try to minus on a Rafine, maybe? Would I let them take the Rafine here? I might. I might actually let them. Save the protection for Denick, which is most likely a more important blocker here. Depends what they do. If they don't minus on Rafine, then we don't have to use the Might. And if they do... I almost want to save it for Denick. I almost want to save it. I think they're going to plus Glutton. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That's fine. I'll take the damage. I will take it. That's okay. We have shielded to come back on life. I'm pretty much guaranteed to stick with the Might as well. And also keep in mind that I have 5 damage and 1 as well, just in case, if I want to send. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's unfortunate. I can't believe they're playing that. Well, it is what it is. Not much I can do. And that's not a good draw. Okay, well, at least it's nighttime. But still, not great. I can only do so much here. Good. Okay, they're not blocking, so I can flip that, take that. That means they don't have a sweeper as well, which is going to be useful. Not in the best position ever. Sure. Okay, they have another Wandering Emperor. That's alright. I'll let them take the Denick if they want to. Fine. Probably just kill it in response.
Restarted.
Deny some life, gain
I'm going
some
to
card draw potentially. Sure. Alright, they're still on the clock. They're still on the clock. There's Soren, pretty annoying. Flyer, pretty annoying.
You fight for me now.
+1, that's also pretty annoying. This is a 5/5. Bean is good. Sending both on Wandering Emperor actually doesn't sound that bad. Don't care that much about the shield right at this point. And if this dies, I don't really care either. Sure. They block Denic. That's fine. I have another one. I cast it, probably.
I'm never done for good.
Not the best position. Not the worst. It's basically if they find another sweeper, I lose, but... Can't really play around that. I'm gonna need to find a legendary land. The one that protects with indestructible and stuff. Wow, that only costs 1, okay. Pretty good stuff. That's pretty over now. I need Cathar. Cathar would be good. Really, really good. I have 2 draws for it. And if I find it, I probably win, actually. I think it turns... Oh, man, that sucks. That was close. Cathar or Urtai? At this point? Nope. Well, not too much I can do other than this and try to find 2 creatures. I did. There's Cathar, late to the party, as always. Not much you can do about it. At least it's actually here. They still lose Soren. And if I untap, I have the Plaza, which may or may not win me the game. Yeah, I don't really have much else going for me at this point. Shield run, that's okay. Pretty healthy still. Not what I was looking for. I wouldn't discard a creature if I drew it, so this is pointless to play right now. I might have to go to Knight. I need to find another Cathar. Maybe attacking with both was actually smart. I don't know. Sure. Yeah. I mean, control decks are always tough with Esper if you're running a version that's oh. Okay, hold up. That is one of the best cards I could have drawn, and I have a land as well. Pretty interesting stuff. Oh no, I don't have a land. Ah, no, I don't have a land. That sucks. Ah, yeah.
I can't stand by when
Not that good.
the multiverse.
Yeah. No, it's not. That's actually not that good. Not bad though.
Who's next?
Wait, why is it 2/2? Oh. I mean, same thing here. I would not discard, so a little bit pointless. Okay. That's interesting. And a similar situation.
I can't believe it.
Honestly, I think I just have to slam Denik. Yeah. I don't know. I can't, like, I'm never going to be able to outgrind them without pressuring them on this turn. If they have the answer, they have the answer. There's really not much I can do about it. I have to take my my chances where I can find them. And this might be just that. Like, imagine I don't play this and they have no answer in this case. I might actually lose the game from not playing that. And now I turn the entire game around. Let's go. Whew. Oh, my green screen is glitching out. Cool, cool. Nope, it's back. Don't want to be too animated. Alright, that's gonna do it. Whoa. Still glitching out. So, overall, I guess we can go over, like, feelings in general. Control deck's pretty rough because of Cathar. Like, obviously this card is a nod to best of one decks, although I'm not 100% sure about the metagame yet. It might be unnecessary. This also might be unnecessary. I think maybe you just want to play... I think maybe you just want to play like something that actually progresses your card advantage. So yeah, I guess I'd just play underdog, whatever. Like, at least this gives me some form of, you know, potential card draw against control. I'm not really sure if you can actually afford to play anything else. Like a raw card draw, like draw X cards. Maybe wedding announcement. I think that's really about it, right? But control decks are always going to be a problem just because of the nature, like the sweeper. That's why we have 4-0 is kind of as a nod to the control matchups. We could play planeswalkers as well. That would help a little bit. This could be a Kaito. I wouldn't be completely against that. Could also be a, what's that planeswalker? The black one? Yeah, it could be Vraska. A little bit expensive. I can also see Sorin. It's most likely it's just Kaito. Like, the card is just okay. Like, it's just fine. I don't know about this. It's probably just cheaper, better. Maybe something does. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, Cathar is going to be insane against soldiers, against mono red, against mono white. And then once you face a control deck, I mean, it's not bad, right? Even in the blue-white match, it still flips into a 3/3 with a ward. But it's just, the problem is it's still vulnerable to a sweeper, and that's our main problem, and that's why maybe another Urtai might be, like, you need something to hold up against a sweeper. Because once that hits you, you have, like, no chance of recovering. This deck just does not have a way to, like, refill the board. Or maybe that's what we need, like a reconstruction or some... I don't know, reconstruction is a little bit weak in this deck. Not sure. I have to think about it. For now, I will leave you on this. And I hope you guys enjoyed the deck, and yeah, see ya. If you enjoy my content and would like to see me keep making it, consider joining my Patreon, where you will gain access to a bunch of bonus videos, other types of content, and of course, depending on the tier, other services as well. Thank you so much to all the lovely patrons that have already subscribed. I appreciate you all very much. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.